Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Michelle Shelton. I'm a registered dietitian and certified coach. And in this channel, I teach people strategies to achieve a life of health and well-being that is centered in reconnecting to your natural body wisdom as you heal your relationship with food and heal your relationship with your body. And one of the things that I hear a lot from clients as I'm working with people on this journey to health and well-being is they say something around these lines, right? Something like, I really want to be healthy. I just need to go and I need to search out, and I need to find some new recipes, and then I need to create a shopping list, and then I need to go buy all these foods, and then I need to do all this pre-prep work, and then I can eat healthy. Then I'll be ready, right? When the week gets busy and crazy, I'll have done all this prep and then I'll eat well, right? Because I'll know what to make and I'll have the foods all prepped and it's going to be perfect, right? And that may be true. That really might help you and my clients to eat and nourish their body in a different way than what they've been doing. However, what they find, and this is true for me and it may be true for you as well, that takes a lot of work and a lot of time, right? To first of all, go find the recipes, then you have to try them because they may not even be good, and then you have to make the list, and then you have to do all the prep work, right? And you can spend a whole weekend just preparing for the way you're going to eat the rest of the week. And that sounds wonderful, but if my weekends are like your weekends and your weekends are like mine, I don't have time for that, right? You don't have time for that. My clients don't have time for that, right? And so it becomes like this really heavy thing that we feel like we have to do in order to eat healthy, and then it becomes a barrier, right? I'll eat healthy when I can do all these other things. And then that turns into, I'm just not eating well, I'm not nourishing my body, which then means I'm not feeling well, and we think it's because we have to do all these other things first. So what I want to offer to you today is maybe an alternate way to think about it, because the reality is we need to keep it simple. The number one indicator of health is the ability to do certain things on a consistent basis, right? Nourish your body on a consistent basis, exercise on a consistent basis, which means that even when life gets busy and crazy and all the things, you can still be consistent with how you nourish your body. You can still be consistent with how you move, right? That is the number one indicator of success. So that's really important that we have strategies that we can do on a consistent basis, which means it has to be so simple, so easy to do. And that's what I want to teach you today and share with you the things that I do to ensure that I'm eating well and nourishing my body without a lot of extra complex stuff to do. Because the truth is, I don't have time for that either. I don't like meal planning. It takes way too much time. I don't have time to do a lot of prep, right? I can throw a few simple things together and eat a good meal without taking a lot of time. Those are really, really important and essential things for success. So I want to start by sharing with you a framework that I use anytime I'm thinking about what am I going to eat, whether it's a snack or a meal. I use this simple framework, okay? And with that framework, the idea is that you can kind of plug and play, right? If I know I'm looking for these things, I'm going to plug and play whatever will fit into that, okay? And then I'm going to share with you some go-to snacks, my top 3 snacks that I'm using right now, that you can kind of swap in and out to give it a lot of variety, but sometimes just having that simplicity of 3 things, right? These are 3 things that I know I can eat, simple and quick, that will nourish my body. And then swap out, some of the details so that it tastes different and fresh, and still you have that variety. Okay, so first the framework. The framework is anytime I'm eating, anytime I'm preparing a snack, I'm always asking these 3 things. Where am I going to get my protein? Where am I going to get my fat? Where am I going to get my fiber? Okay, you need those 3 things to signal to your body that it has been fed, that it has received the basic building blocks that it needs to nourish and to be well. And when it gets those things, it gives you that signal that it is satisfied and that it is full. Okay, so make sure you're incorporating those 3 things. So when it comes to fiber, what I'm usually thinking about is my fruits and vegetables, right? That's a great source of fiber. You can also get it from whole grains, and sometimes I'm including some of those as well. But always for sure, make sure you're getting plenty of fruits and vegetables. The other great thing is that fruits and vegetables are very hydrating. They're also very flavorful and a lot of variety in their flavor. And so incorporating them really gives you a lot of kind of that taste satisfaction They're really colorful, right? So they look really good, right? So a lot of pleasure around eating comes from those factors. So thinking about fiber, fruits and vegetables, okay? When it comes to protein, it's really important. Your body needs those basic amino acids, right? Which are the building blocks of protein. Your whole body is made up of protein, right? And so just to maintain the health and well-being of every organ, right? And your muscles, it's not just your muscles, it's your hormones, your enzymes, your organs, like your skin, all of it, right, needs some protein. So eating about 10 to 15 grams of protein at a meal, 20 to 30 grams at a meal, 10 to 15 at a snack. As I say that, I don't want you to think you have to count grams. I'm not a fan of counting. Don't count, but just kind of generally know that you're getting a good solid source of protein, so your body is getting those building blocks that are so essential, okay? So that's the framework. Where am I getting my protein? Where am I getting my fat? Where am I getting my fiber? And if I'm getting those things, my body will know it's been fed. I will feel satisfied. I will feel full, okay? Swap things in and out to meet those different criteria. Okay, so now the snacks, right? What are we actually eating here? So this is the first one I want to share with you is my current sort of go-to. It's so quick, it's so easy, and again, you can mix and match, so it's not the same every single day. So first of all, I just have this little red colander, okay? I fill it full of fruits and vegetables, whatever I have on hand. Today, I've got some cherry tomatoes and grapes, which I really love. That's just a nice combination of like a little sweet, a little savory. Sometimes I'll add some blueberries into it. Sometimes I'll add like some sugar snap peas. Sometimes I'll add some baby carrots. Whatever I've got on hand, or it's kind of quick and simple. I do like kind of that sweet and savory combination. So I usually do some fruits and some vegetables. So I'm getting a little bit of both. The thing about this, as you will have noticed, right, from our framework, there is no protein or fat in here, okay? So it's gonna be really yummy and flavorful and fresh, and it might fill me up for the first 30 minutes, but it is not going to sustain me, right? There's nothing in there that's gonna really hold me over the rest of the morning, right? So if I'm eating this around 10, it needs to last me till noon, right? Till I eat my lunch. And so I always pair it with some nuts, right? So this is just a little silicone cup. It's a perfect kind of serving size, right? So for some nuts, these are some salted almonds that I bought from Costco. So some nuts with my fruit. I'm getting sweet and salty. I'm getting some fat and fiber, a lot of fresh with kind of the more filling power of the nuts. It's a really great combination. And again, you can mix and match different kinds of nuts, different kinds of produce. So it's always different every single day, and it literally just takes a couple minutes to fill my bowl, rinse it off, grab my nuts. I'm good to go, right? Took almost zero time there. That's the first one. Okay, so the second snack, also really simple and quick, is I love to get some cheese. So this is a cheese stick, which is really quick. It's already packaged for me. I don't have to slice it. However, if I have the time, I also love to get like some artisan, like white cheddar that I can just take a couple slices from, pair it with like an apple. And again, I've got that sweet and savory. I've got my protein and my fat and my fiber. Again, that really hydrating fruit that kind of gives that freshness as well. I love that sort of the heaviness of the protein and fat with the freshness and the lightness of the produce is going to be a really nice pairing so that you feel full, but you also feel invigorated and fresh and light and nourished, right? Well, you want that. Okay, so this third thing that I want to share with you is really maybe takes a little bit more prep, but it's so delicious. It's one of my favorite things right now, just to get that really good kind of flavor burst, right? If you really are looking for that. So it starts with a cucumber. I just I wash and slice my cucumber. I don't even worry about peeling it. Just eat it sliced. Get some cherry tomatoes and half them. And you could just stop there with some salt and pepper. And again, you're going to need some nuts or cheese with it, right? Because that won't be enough. But just cucumbers and tomatoes with salt and pepper is so delicious. However, if you want to go above and beyond, just grab like a bell pepper, slice out a wedge, chop it up, add that to your bowl, add some, I love to add some feta cheese. You can put in a little bit of onion, adding some olives, some avocado, again, for that healthy fat, right? This is gonna really help you feel sustained. And mix that all together, maybe a little bit of garlic if you want, and you've got just a ton of flavor. Again, that freshness, it's gonna feel so nourishing, so flavorful, so delicious. So that's one of my go-to. I eat it for snack or for a meal. Sometimes I'll throw some quinoa in it. Again, you can really make it as simple or as full as you want, depending on what you've got on hand and how much time you have. But it really gives you that flavorful punch. Adding the feta cheese gives you that yummy briny flavor, which I love. It just makes it a really delicious snack. So those are some of my go-to snacks. I'm going to give you a bonus one. One thing that is super easy if you need some quick protein is just to grab some eggs. You can scramble them, you can hard boil it and chop it up. So many ways to cook them, but that's a really great source of protein that you can add to any of these as well. Okay, so with that, I hope that just keeps it a little bit more simple for you. So it feels like something that you could do today with minimal effort and minimal time, something really simple and accessible. For more tips to help you on your journey to health and well-being, don't forget to click subscribe. And if you're interested in learning what it would look like to work with me as a dietitian and coach, you can go to nourishwhoyouare.com. You can sign up for a free coaching consultation. We'll spend some time in that call doing like an energy analysis and kind of understanding your current life circumstances and your health goals. And you'll walk away with 3 specific things that you can do today based on your life circumstance to begin nourishing and feeling well and begin that journey to health and well-being. Right? It's so important to build a plan that works for you and for your life and circumstance. And so that's what we'll do in that coaching consultation. And we'll talk about what it would look like if you wanted to work with me more long-term. So thank you again for being here. Don't forget to click subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.